Ayubowan. Human rights is our topic for today, right? මානව අයිතිවාසිකම් කියන එක ගැන තමයි අපි කතා කරන්න යන්නේ. So this is just to give you an understanding that these kind of topics are also possible for your speaking exam. දැන් මේ topic එක හරිම unusual නැත්නම් uncommon topic එකක් නේ. අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් discuss කරන්නේ. හැබැයි මේ වගේ මාතෘකා උනට IELTS විභාගයට එන්න පුළුවන්. So it is important that you have a look at these different topics. වෙනස් මාතෘකා හැමතිස්සෙම අරගෙන බලන්න මොනවද මේ topic එකෙන් එන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රශ්න මොකද්ද මේ topic එක කියන එක චුට්ටක් බලන්න හැමතිස්සෙම when you come across these kind of new topics. Question 1. What are human rights? මානව අයිතිවාසිකම් කියන්නේ මොනවද? Brainstorm human rights and discuss what they are. What do you think it is? Human rights. Is it the right to talk? Is it the right to express opinions? Is it the right to criticize? What do you mean by this? Can you write a few ideas that you think about this word? Well, actually, I have a few points for you, right? Right to life, ජීවත් වෙන්න. Liberty and security, equal before the law. නීති ඉදිරියේ හැමෝම සමානයි. Freedom of thought, අපි කැමති දේ හිතන්න අපිට අයිතියක් තියෙනවා. Equal access, හැම දෙයකටම සමානව අපිට access එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Equal pay for equal work, right? So අපි වැඩ කරාම ඒ equal pay එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා. ගෑනු පිරිමි කියලා වෙනසක් තියෙන්න බෑ. We should get that equal rights, okay? So freedom, equality, dignity, hope, love, prosperity, education, justice, food, speech, religion. ඔය හැම දෙයක්ම අපිට human rights වලට අයිති. So here when we have a look at the human rights, what are they? These are the points for us to discuss. Okay? B. What does each picture say about human rights? You've got 3 pictures. It talks about racial equality. මොන පාට වුණත් අපි සමානව සලකන්න ඕනේ. Religion equality, මොන ආගමේ හිටියත් අපි සමානව සලකන්න ඕනේ. Gender equality, අපි ගැහැණු පිරිමි වුණත් ඒ සමාන විදියට අපි මිනිස්සුන්ට සලකන්න ඕනේ. Right? The next one. Design a slogan about human rights and explain. කැමති slogan එකක් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට design කරන්න පුළුවන්. Here. No human should be without rights. ඒක තමයි මගේ slogan එක. කිසිම human කෙනෙක් ඉන්න හොඳ නෑ right එකක් නැතුව. Right? So you can write it down. No human should be without rights. Okay, so if you want me to write it down, no human should be without rights. Right? So I strongly believe that හැම මිනිස්සෙකුටම අයිතිවාසිකම් තියෙනවා. තමන් කැමති ආගම අදහන්න, තමන් කැමති විදිහට ජීවත් වෙන්න, ගැහැණු පිරිමි භාවයකින් තොරව සමානව ඒ පේ එක ගන්න, ඒ නිදහස විඳින්න, right? ඊට පස්සේ අපිට ආගම් ભેදයක් නැතුව ජීවත් වෙන්න, පාට, ජාතිය, කුලය නැතුව හැමෝටම සමාන විදිහට සලකන එක හරිම වැදගත්, right? So I strongly believe that everyone should have a right. So no human should be without rights, right? Okay, so moving on into the next question, practice question 2, imagine, right? Read the lyrics and listen to the song and discuss, right? So there's a link to a song. සින්දුවට link එකක් මම දීලා තියෙනවා. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ වීඩියෝ එක යටත් link එක දකින්න පුළුවන්. So here you have a song. I'd like you to listen to the song, but meanwhile I have also put down the lyrics for you. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only the sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Right? So, කිසිම heaven එකක් නැහැ, right? අපිට below තියෙන්නේ hell එක, උඩ තියෙන්නේ අහස, හැමෝම අද එකට ජීවත් වෙනවා කියලා හිතන්නලු. Imagine there's no countries, රටවල් නැහැ. It isn't hard to do, nothing to kill or die for. ඉතින් එතකොට මරා ගන්න කිසිම දෙයක් නැහැ. No religion too. ආගම් කිසිම දෙයක්වත් නැහැ. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You හැමෝම නිදහසේ සාමකාමීව ජීවත් වෙනවා කියන එක හිතන්න. You say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිතනවා ඇති මම එක එක හිතුවිලි හිතන කෙනෙක් කියලා. හැබැයි මම විතරක් නෙවෙයි එහෙම හිතන්නේ. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. මං හිතනවා ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා කවදා හරි ඕගොල්ලොත් මගේ සිතුවිලිම හිතයි කියලා. එතකොට අපි හැමෝම එක්කෙනෙක් හැටියට හිතන්න පුළුවන්. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. හිතන්න අපිට කිසිම දෙයක් අයිති නැහැ කියලා එහෙම හිතන්න පුළුවන්ද? No need for greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world you. හිතන්න කිසිම කෙනෙකුට ලෝභකමක් බඩගින්නක් නැහැ. හැමෝම බෙදාගෙන කාලා බීලා සතුටින් ඉන්නවා. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will live as one. Okay, so there you are. You can read the lyrics. Okay, it's a very nice one. So imagine about it. Okay, think about how beautiful humanity is. So from this, I want you to learn words that you could talk about human rights. Right? The reason is I want you to think about the words, no countries, no boundaries, right? How beautiful it is. There is no religion. People live together in peace and harmony. No greed, no hunger, no discrimination, and everyone lives a peaceful life. Okay? Right. Now, did you enjoy the song? Yes, I did. The reason is it lets me feel calm and it takes the pressure off me to feel that we don't have to compete. We don't need all these possessions. What did you like about it? I like the fact that the lyrics were very easy to understand, simple, but yet meaningful. What does this song discuss? The beauty of people having equal rights, having no discrimination, having no religion, having no race, having no possessions, but just one beautiful world that would share with each other. Do you think that the things stated in this song can become real? Could be real if people started to think more like that. It's not impossible. How would the world look if all humans had equal rights? It would look so much more better. No fighting, no wars, no killing each other. Perfect. Okay. Practice question 3. Violating rights of a human. Okay. So these images are taken from the internet, right? So all due credits go to the original people who took these pictures, right? I haven't put an insight, citation, but I'm accrediting all the people who took these pictures originally, right? Describe the pictures. Which human rights have been violated in each case? So, the police attacking people, right? Taking people as slaves, war, okay, hate speech. So which rights have you violated? Okay, equality, okay. So this is for your race, okay, your color, right? This could be basically for your religion, discrimination, power discrimination, okay, speech, your free speech, right? Again, the right to bring out your political views. So think about it and try to explain. මේක එක රූපෙන් මොන human right එකද අපේ violate වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මිනිස්සුන්ට නිදහසක් තියෙනවා තමන්ගේ අදහස් ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න, තමන්ගේ political views ගැන. හරි. මොකක් හරි නරක වැඩක් වෙනවා නම් ඒවට කතා කරන්න. I'm not saying rioting or having protests and harming the general public is good. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm not offending the police officers. All I'm saying is sometimes people also go out of their way, they break the law. හැබැයි නැතුව තමන්ගේ අයිතිය තියාගෙන ඒ සීමාව තුළ තමන්ගේ අදහස් ප්‍රකාශ කිරීමේ අයිතියක් තියෙනවා, right? So mostly this happens religion නැත්නම් එක එක රටවල් හින්දා තමන්ට තියෙන power එක ලබා ගැනීම සහ එක එක political agendas වලට යන එකක්. Part hinda. So a lot of black people were kept as slaves before, right? The hinda vena මානව අයිතිවාසිකම් නැතිවීම ඊට පස්සේ අපිට අදහස් ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න ගියාම අනිත් කෙනාට හානි වෙන විදියට අදහස් ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න බෑ. So kind of putting hate speech is wrong. Okay. Right. Practice question 4, rights of a person. I'm not a lawyer, right? So I don't know much about it, but the little bit that I've learned, I could just put it down to you as well, right? What do human rights mean to you? For me, human rights means the rights that one person would have, right? That is to express your thought, express speech, right? What do I say? Make sure that you can practice your own religion, things like that. Are human rights respected in your country? What are the common human rights issues in your country? I think in Sri Lanka, most human rights are being in place. I mean, they are in place. We have gender equality, we have equal pay, we can, you can practice any religion that you want to. I think the only problem that we have is when we go to express our political views, it becomes kind of a problem. People jump out of their box, and then obviously the government needs to take the necessary actions to control the situation. So I think apart from that, everything else in Sri Lanka seems to be okay. What can people do in general to prevent human rights abuses in a country? Make sure that they know what their rights are. ලංකාවේ වෙලා තියෙන ගොඩක් අය තමන්ගේ rights දන්නේ නැහැ. So it's a problem. අපි නිකන් කෑ ගැහුවට we really don't know what our rights are when it comes to expressing political views, expressing speech or religion. We should really know our framework. So being aware of what your rights are really is very important. Are you interested in reading or watching news stories on human rights? I'm really not a news person, so I don't really watch things on human rights. So I don't think I'm that interested in that topic. Okay. Do you think people should visit countries that have bad human rights records? I mean, it's not bad to visit. It could be dangerous, but it's not bad. So I think, yes, people should visit to understand how it is and what that culture is like, but also be careful. Human rights violations are a serious issue today. What rights do you think children should have? I think it should be children, right? We don't read the S. What rights do you think children should have? Why? I think children should have the right to choose. Parents should not push them. Because mostly in Sri Lanka, what happens is parents push them. ඉතින් ළමයින්ට තියෙන්න ඕනේ නිදහසක් තමන් කැමති දේවල් තෝරගන්න. තමන් කැමති view එකක් express කරන්න. Right? So I see a lot of kids being taken into either dramas or, parades, fashion parades, right? මන් දන්න එක සංගීත ප්‍රසංගවලට. but මම දන්නේ ඇත්තට මේ ළමයාගෙන් ඒක අහලා ඒ ළමයාට තේරෙනවද මේකේ තියෙන pros and cons කියලා, right? So you should give a child the right to choose, the right, and give them the necessary knowledge for them to choose. So I think that's very important. ලංකාවේ අපි choose කරන right එකක් දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇඳුමත් select කරනවා, කරන දේත් select කරනවා, A level වලට කරන දේත් select කරනවා. So when it comes to the selection, children find it very difficult. Now I see with my undergrads, like, who do you want to be? Well, we don't know, miss. Why are you doing this program? Because my parents asked me to, right? ඉතින් හරියටම path එකක් choose කරගන්න ළමයින්ට අමාරුයි. But abroad, you will see that when they're doing their tertiary education, they're quite clear. They're studying music or culture or carpentry or plumbing because they really want to pursue in that career. So the right to choose is something we should let our kids do in Sri Lanka. A growing number of people feel that animals should not be exploited by people and they should have the same rights as humans, while others argue that humans must employ animals to satisfy their various needs, including uses for food and research. Discuss both views and give your opinion. So it depends. Then සත්තුන්ට සමාන අයිතිවාසිකම් තියෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා සමහරක් අය කියනවා. සමහරක් අය කියනවා නෑ අපි සත්තුන්ට පරිේශන පවත්වන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ අපිට ඕනේ. මමත් චුට්ටක් මේ පැත්තට බරයි. මම හිතනවා සත්තුන්ත් උන්ට යම්කිසි මොකද අයිතියක් තියෙනවා. Right? අපිට ඕන විදියට ඒගොල්ලෝ use කරන්න නෙවෙයි nature එකෙන් ඒගොල්ලෝ හදලා තියෙන්නේ. So we should be more responsible, right? So I feel that when we are doing so, we should act in a more responsible manner, right? But අනිත් පැත්ත තමයි සත්තු නම් එක කියන්නේ outnumber කරොත් humans ලා එතකොටත් ප්‍රශ්නයක්. ඒ හින්දා සත්තු යම්කිසි ප්‍රමාණයක් ආහාරයට අවශ්‍යයි, පරිේශන වලට අවශ්‍යයි. ඒ හින්දා ඒක හරියට කරන එක තමයි හොඳ. So discuss both sides. තමන් හිතන්නේ මේක හොඳද නරකද? Right? And our last question, or my last question for you, practice question 5, living in a world of cruelty. Okay? So this is a short film, right? I'd like you to click on the link and watch it. It's a nice short film, right? I'll just show you a little bit at the start. Right, so let me show you just a few seconds, right? You can watch it on your own. I'll just play a few seconds for you to watch it, right? So there you go. So this is a disclaimer, right?
Hindi siya marunong. Dapat kasi wala kang siyang ganyan.
Which were also used in our story last time, which is about turtle. Next time,
yung problema natin ngayon, yung mga Muslim terrorists na yan sa Mindanao.
So there you are, right? I'd like you to watch it slowly. Take your time and watch it. After you watch it, answer these questions. What happens in this short film? What must be going through her mind? You saw a girl and it revolves around that girl. What human rights are violated here? If you were a friend of hers, what could you do to help? What can people do to improve awareness of human rights in society? How do you do it at school or your workplace? So this is a little activity for you to do it at home. Watch it and then answer these questions on your own. Okay? So I think with that we have come to the end of this lesson. It was a very short lesson. But my whole idea of this was to make you aware that these kind of topics could come and make sure that you expose yourself to language, words around uncommon topics. So with that, we come to the end of this lesson, human rights.